With the spooky season in full swing, I thought today would be the perfect day to review Mystery Mine at Dollywood. This unique Gerstlauer Eurofighter has some really wacky elements and some pretty interesting theming. For some people, this ride can be polarizing, but personally, I like it a lot. So today, I'm going to give you my full thoughts on the coaster and give it a rating out of 10. Like all my reviews, we're going to start by talking about the queue line, which is honestly pretty well themed. Out the entrance, you have a creepy talking vulture animatronic, which really adds to the atmosphere around the area of the ride. Once actually in the queue, you'll see some newspaper clippings talking about miners who went into the mine but never returned, hinting that on the ride, that could happen to you. You go up a staircase, taking you to the entrance of the Minshaft. Here you'll see many props from the mine before you enter a well-themed station. Once inside, you'll see well-themed minecart trains that seat 2 rows of 4 for a total of 8 riders. The restraint is unfortunately a bulky over-the-shoulder restraint. However, after multiple rides on the coaster, I've learned that if you put your head forwards, you eliminate most of the head banging, making the ride much more enjoyable. You start your journey dropping straight out of the station into a dark mineshaft. This dip doesn't give the craziest airtime, but for its size, it has a pretty solid punch. After this is a slow outer bank turn near some glowing red eyes, and then one last dip into the first vertical lift. These lifts are just so much more interesting than normal ones, and frankly, they kinda terrify me. This element brings you back outside before you have a wacky turning hill into the first block break. After this is a left turn, then your first steep drop. This drop gives some really solid ejector, and is overall a great adrenaline boost. From here, you turn to the right and go into your second block break. The ride starts to meander around the hill a little bit, which isn't exactly the standout moment of this coaster, but it's still interesting. You then have a few more twists that bring you back into the mine shaft. Once inside, you go up your second vertical lift, and a screen above shows the mine shaft begin to collapse. You come to a stop before fire lights up the room as you plummet down an 86-foot tall beyond vertical drop. You pull out and go into a barrel roll dive loop combination, which really flows as one element and makes for a great way to pull into the brakes. The element is unique, forceful, and really out of control. And that's Mystery Mine. The ride clearly isn't the perfect coaster, heck, it's not even in my top 10. That being said, it gets way too much hate. As a full experience, it's one of the best rides at Dollywood. The theming is top notch for a park outside of Disney or Universal, and overall, the ride always puts a huge smile on my face, especially when riding at night. With that being said, this coaster still has its flaws, meaning for a final score, I'm gonna give Mystery Mine a 7.5 out of 10. But what do you think? Have you ridden this ride? If you have, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and as always, have a great day.